Yo, it is crack-a-lackin' everybody. Caveman Jack back for another reaction / review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic week. I really hope you are. This week, we're finally there, guys. We are finally ready to listen to OK Computer. It has been an incredible journey so far. And the fact that you guys have been on this journey with me has been incredible. Everyone engaging, everyone providing their insights, their facts, their favorite songs, their favorite memories from these albums. I just hit 1,000 subs. And for me, that just blows my mind. I've just dived into so many sounds already. And that ain't going to go anywhere. You know, we're going to keep driving into these new genres, new sounds that are unfamiliar with me. I really hope along the journey that you guys found sounds that are unfamiliar to you and you can partake in this kind of journey as well. You know, just for a quick summary, I decided probably a couple months ago, I wanted to listen to Radiohead. So I was like, all right, I don't know what to listen to. I didn't really ask or look at what album I should listen to. I literally just picked one that looked really cool. The album cover I really liked. So I decided to start with Kid A, which was, I found out was probably not the safest choice. Let's just say that. That first listen to that album was such a journey that I don't think I'll ever forget that journey. It was such a special listen. So then after that, I was like, hey, this is a discography that I really want to be a part of, and I really want to learn more about this band. And thanks to literally everyone who commented and gave me all the recommendations and insights and the encouragement to go back to the start. And I listened to Pablo Honey, went through that, had a fun journey with that, kind of listening to the band's roots, and that was really incredible. Then we moved on to the follow-up album, The Bends, which in itself had some incredible moments and some really vivid sounds that I just felt like Radiohead were beginning to find that more complete sound. You guys have indicated a lot of good things about this album. I won't go on too much about it, but we are finally here, guys. I cannot stress how excited I am to finally get here. This is the 1,000th subscriber special, listening to OK Computer by none other than Radiohead. Let's do it, guys. Strings. God, man. I'll tell ya. Guys, I'm so excited. So warm, like you feel the warmness in the sound. It's just I love it. The sounds are everywhere. We're just flowing. We're floating. Radiohead is just doing their magic. We are back. And it already just felt so familiar to me. It felt so warm. It was like an old friend. It's like you're seeing an old friend. Airbag, I don't know. I think I'm going to be lost for words for most of this album, I would say. So it felt like a really nice introduction to the album. I kind of like, hello again. Like, it's good to see you. This song felt like that. I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics as well. I'm here to save the universe. I love it. So let's continue it. Let's keep it going. Oh man. Guitars, man, the guitars.
Could you stop the noise? I'm trying to get somewhere. What's
You hear the voice in the background there? That Android-esque voice. It also feels really organic as well with the acoustic guitars. It's just been prevalent as well.
ambition makes you look pretty ugly.
Oh,
You don't remember.
Nah, man. Nah. No way, bro. Oh, dude, this is so good, man. This is beautiful, man. Oh my God. Well done, Radiohead. Well dang done. Jeez. Whoa, I love that song, man. Paranoid Android, you guys have to tell me in the comments, is that a massive, massive song? Because that felt like that was a moment. That was a song. 6.5 minutes. Journeyman, just a masterclass. You start the song and you're just hearing this incredible guitar progression, different riffs, you know, like acoustic guitar that's staying prevalent. And it's overlapping over like the heavier guitar that's coming through and just comes all these different sounds. One of the biggest things I love about listening to Radiohead is their freedom in sounds and just exploring different space. They've got this open like canvas, you know, and they just kind of just do something over here, a little bit over here, a little bit over there. That, like, I don't know if I'll call it the second half of the song or the bridge or the out, like I'll call it an outro of sorts. That was 2 minutes of the most beautiful music I've heard all year. Like, that moved me like crazy. That was so freaking special, man. Like, yeah, y'all weren't kidding. This does sound so complete in sound. There is just, it feels like a masterclass. You know, it does. No, y'all ain't playing, man. Y'all ain't playing.
The breath
Let's go. It's great, man. It's great. It's great. It's great. This is just so stunning, man. And like, it just makes me so happy inside. Like, this is music, man. This is the power of music. This is just the power of music, man. Someone commented on the Benz video that I did, saying, "Hey, get ready, man! Like, after listening to this album, you're gonna have to clean the studio because this album is gonna blow your brains out." And I feel that way, man. I really do. So shout out to you, because that is on point. There's so many sounds that I'm like, oh, is that a guitar? Is that a piano? Is that a vocal like effect? Is that the drums? Like, is that strings? Can you imagine, like, the guys that are in the studio, they finish like making this album or these songs, and they're just like, were they like, this is a hit? Surely they were like, this is a hit. I loved how that song really gave me that Kid A vibe. I felt like I was falling into Kid A. It's such a credit to the band. They can just work the vocals around the guitar so well, and in such an effective manner that they just build each other. They put each other on a pedestal and they work for each other. It's fantastic. So let's continue. I'm loving it. I'm loving this album, man. It's just been so nice. Exit music for a film. Song titles are A+. I love them.
Wake from your sleep,
Whoa.
the drying of your tears before your father hears us, before all hell breaks loose.
Oh man, this is amazing. This is incredible.
Sing us a song to keep us warm.
Guys, that was... Sheesh. Sheesh, man. That was crazy. Do you start the song with really natural, almost like isolated guitar? You get this voice that just cuts the mix, like, right through it. So you feel Tom's vocals. Like, what an incredible song, man. I keep listening to song after song, and I'm like, this is this could be one of my favorite songs I've heard by Radiohead. And then I hear another one, I go, this could be my favorite song by Radiohead. Then like, it's truly like captivating in every single way. Credit to these guys. Like, jeez, man, I tell ya, wow, That was a wild one. I won't lie. That listening to that was a journey. Anyway, let's continue. How this album just continues supplying moment after moment. My God. So warm, man. So warm. Just so good. Lyrics are beautiful, man. The build on this song is great. The build is just great. Now, I need to see Radiohead live. I need to see Radiohead live. Man, y'all trip me out and I love it. Those analog sounds, you know, like pick up the pace again. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. That song really reminded me of the Bends. Another band that song reminded me of is an Australian band. Some of you may be familiar with. Might be super abstract, but they're called Ballpark Music. That song really gave me Ballpark Music vibes. That song there, it was a great progression. It kept feeling like we were building throughout that whole song, which was really nice. It is a longer track, and I'm noticing most of these songs are really lengthy. I'm really enjoying the amount of room and time Radiohead are allowing us to fall into each of these tracks and the sounds. Everything is exceeding my expectations. I tried to level them out a little. I won't lie. Like going into it, I knew there was a lot of hype. I tried to level it out. I can't level it out no more. I'm so thrilled with how effective this album has been for me, how enthralled and captivated I've been throughout. I'm just loving every kind of riff, sound. I love Tom's vocals on this project. I think he's really utilizing them so well, and it's really moving. He really has that voice that resonates with you, and it feels very relatable and personable. I'm ranting, I know, but I'm having so much fun. Bro, like
this is what you'll get when you mess with us.
Man, it's so like epic. Hey.
This is what you'll get when you mess with us.
We in the studio. We in the studio. They did it again. They've done it again. Track after track, I go in and I'm like, what will we get? And I never know. And it's great because it just blows me away every time. So what I loved about that track was the drums were really highlighted on that song, really full. I loved how the verses flowed. I loved when it kind of broke down to that really isolated point where Tom was just singing and it felt really personable. I loved at the end. It was almost kind of like he broke from a trance, rageful emotion he was showing in the first half of the song. Second half of the outro is him kind of like coming to his senses in some regard and kind of being like, "Ooh, I almost lost control there. I lost myself there for a minute, but I'm back. It's all good." The depths and themes behind this album, I'm so excited to kind of dive into and to kind of engage with you guys about.
Fitter, happier, more productive, comfortable, not drinking too much, regular exercise at the gym, a patient better driver, a safer car, baby smiling in backseat, sleeping well, no bad dreams, no paranoia, favors for favors, fond but not in love, charity standing orders, on Sundays reading Road Supermarket, at a better pace, slower and more calculated, no chance of escape, now self-employed, concerned, but powerless, the ability to laugh at weakness, calm, fitter, healthier, and more productive, a pig, in a cage, on antibiotics.
Whoa. Fitter, happier. Wow. Just eerie, scary kind of song, right? Like almost kind of talking about like the perfect specimen or how to live happier or fitter, going through some of the things like regular exercise at the gym, 3 days a week, no more microwave dinners and saturated fats. It's like literally going through all of the things that we are recommended to do to live a happier life. There's a sense of eeriness to it too, because as it progresses, you get this real dark kind of instrumental that starts to plague the song. And then sprinkled through him talking about all these happier things, this robot talking about all these things that you should do to make yourself happier. There's lines like, no chance of escape, a pig in a cage on antibiotics. Just such an interesting concept track there. I wonder what that kind of like drum sound is. There's a lot of energy on this track. Great harmonies, great stuff flowing in the background here. Okay. A lot of energy. Off the bat, energy was ramped up to like 100 there. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as the other songs, I can't lie. You know, it's not like a song that I was like, oh, this is horrible, because the elements that make up that song were so vast and so well done. It just didn't hit me on the same level as the other songs. Maybe I just wasn't ready to go into that intensity. Maybe I just wasn't prepared for that just yet. Once we heard that concept track of Fitter, Happier, perhaps the back end of this album is a different sound. But in saying that, really appreciated the extra energy that was added to that song. My brain just wasn't ready for it. The overlapping vocals really nice. Just hear all the instruments happening around the vocals. Saturated guitar here adds to that darkness of this track. Ooh. Is that a synth or a guitar? That real funky, electro funky sound. Wow. It's a passion there. Dang, man. Emotion in that song. I get goosebumps, man. I can't lie. This whole album, man, goosebumps, bro. Started off really soft with his eeriness, but you could feel the rage building or the emotion building to get that final kind of crescendo of that song where Tom just almost screams at the mic, and you just feel that, like that vent. Eerie, that song. Eerie. Some of the sounds in the background. Oh, dang, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. A light and fluffy instrumental, but the lyrics and the context is dark. This song, man. No way, man.
This is my final fate, my final bellyache with.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful song. I love it. Yes. Yo. Yes. It was no surprise. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. This whole album's been incredible. So, man, the progression of that song was so beautiful. That ding, 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 ding. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, like I said, really fluffy sound, nice and light sound, but it just was somewhat bleak. The lyrics and the context felt somewhat bleak. Maybe with a sense of hopefulness, though, without little sprinkles of hopefulness. The experimentation is just in full force. Venture. I love it. And that's great.
I'm on a roll. I'm on
instruments you can just feel, they feel so alive, you know, just produced so well. See, really interesting song. I liked how it felt like real kind of cinema about it. It felt very movie-esque. A little bit Western, a little bit kind of, had that kind of Western vibe to it. It was interesting. Some of the lyrics he said, like, I'm your superhero, yet he's asking her to pull him out of the air crash, pull him out of the lake, but he's the self-proclaimed superhero. So it's like, is he just egotistic or ignorant and blasé to the fact that he isn't actually the superhero and she's the superhero and she's actually saving him. Let's go to the final track on this album, guys. What a journey it has been. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been one hell of a ride. How are they going to send this album off? I love the overlapping vocals on this song and the way the guitar is just propelling the vocals, just like every song on this album. But the drummers built the pace of this, you know, like they are so effective here. What a fantastic journey. I love that. I love that. For what I have heard of Radiohead, that felt so complete in sound. It felt so... They pinpointed exactly what they wanted to do on each of those songs. Contextually and from a thematic perspective, I believe there is so much layers to unpack there. A mixture of an artificial life blending in too much with a physical life and the imbalances that may have occurred in this person. Are they having this existential crisis of sorts throughout this project because it feels like they are very anxious? The way this band utilizes the guitar to feel so many elements on each of their songs, I'll always be impressed with, and something I've just been so grateful that I've found and can appreciate because it's so masterfully done. Tom's vocals continue to amaze me. You go through that album, you start with such a beautiful piece as Airbag. They didn't overstuff that song. They didn't overstuff the intro. They gave you enough that you were enticed. You were ready. You were excited. You were like, okay, we'll listen to Radiohead again. Great. And then like basically after that, it was just hit after hit after hit. Paranoid Android, such an incredible song. A tale of two songs. It feels like there's two parts of it. And that second part, I will forever remember that incredible moment where it just played itself down into this incredibly soothing and moving couple of minutes. The song titles, incredible. Like I said it, I love it. I love the song titles. I think they're great. And add to this kind of paranoia that appears to be prevalent in the theme of this album. Exit music for a film. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Moved me like crazy. Felt so raw and so intimate. I could feel every word. I was hanging on to every single word that Tom said. Karma Police, incredible, incredible, incredible. Just, guys, I'll go through all these tracks. It's just so, just such a joy. I will say, Electioneering, going back through it, it felt like such a huge jump of energy. It was like red hot energy. I'll have to keep going back to it and see if it sticks with me, because from a sonic perspective, there's so many elements that are incredibly placed throughout that song. But my reaction to it wasn't, it was a little bit jarring for me. It really felt like a really complete album to me in a lot of ways. So the next album we have to listen to is Amnesiac, which is the kind of like follow up to Kid A, but I think it's also like almost kind of like a continuation of that Kid A sound. So I'm pretty keen to hear that. Just wanted to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for 1,000 subs. This community has been incredible, and thank you so much for kind of inputting and giving me insights into each of these artists that I've been listening to. I'm so excited to continue this journey, not only with Radiohead, but with so many artists. This has been another album reaction / review. I'm Caveman Jack. Take care, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.